field at Mile High. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
This 2nd and 4. Purdy now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Purdy. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones
touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
It's caught, and it's 8-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Chargers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Motion left, Kupp. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Mixon will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. George Kittle from 3 yards out. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Howe will throw it. Dancing to his left. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Let's go now.
Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In motion, the tight end. Here's Howell. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second and goal from the 1. Howell going to audible to something else. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Robinson. Touchdown, Chargers. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pushing his way through. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way home for the Broncos score. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final set. First half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw. Howell. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. One last shot before the break. Howell. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here's Purdy. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Howell. That's caught right side by Worthy.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, Howell. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Throwing here, Howell.
Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. In motion goes the tight end.
Howell down to throw it. Throw caught by Achane.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
7 yards there and a first down.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now Howell.
flush to his right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Sam Howell, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Howell throwing for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try... Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the... the 37-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Howell. Outright to Smith and Jigba. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Xavier Worthy with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Purdy looking to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Purdy will look to throw again here.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Now Purdy. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mixing up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Broncos first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Now again, right side, York, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Here's a 2nd and 5. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays.
Oh, Hal loses it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And looking for Kittle, but it's in.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
19 tight.
Purdy now to throw. Quick slant to Brown.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, smash!
Back to throw, Purdy.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A.J. Brown from 3 yards out.
And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And Howe will throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That punch of ground move.